Hector. It's good to meet you.
Hi.
I am really happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So today we're going to go over just a few things. Thank you for filling out the informed consent.
Yep.
Briefly, do you have any questions or anything about that?
Not really for right now.
Okay, if you have any questions further, just let me know and we can go over anything that you would like to go over.
Okay.
So today you also filled out a little bit about your alcohol use, and I'd like to kind of visit with you about that. Is that all right if we visit about that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So when you filled out, let me just get my glasses on here and we'll read this. You filled out how often do you have a drink containing alcohol, and you put 4 or more times a week. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. All right. How many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you are drinking? You put at least 2. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you put at least 5 to 6 as you are drinking.
Yeah.
On a typical day, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How often during the last year have you found that you are not able to stop drinking once you had started? You had marked that weekly. Is that correct? That you?
Yeah, weekly or daily.
Weekly or daily. Okay. All right. How often during this last year have you failed to do what you normally expected of you because of your drinking? You put daily or most daily, and this is kind of a little bit concerning to me, and I'd like to kind of go over a little bit. You filled out a little bit about you were in an accident recently.
Yeah.
And I think that that's probably changed your life a little bit. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your accident? And
I got in an accident at work and I hurt my arm and my shoulder, and I hurt my leg bad enough that I can no longer walk without the use of a cane pretty much. And unfortunately I had to no longer work at that facility and do construction that I was doing, and now I just don't really feel like I have a place in life.
I can understand. I can understand that would be hard. It says that you've spent a few months in the hospital and trying to recover and recoup. Is that correct? Before your accident, how often were you drinking?
Weekends or events.
Weekends or events. So because of your accident, you kind of don't feel like you have a place, and you're struggling a lot trying to figure out things.
Yeah.
Okay. When you drink alcohol, what do you feel like as you're drinking it?
Takes my pain away.
Takes your pain away. Okay. Does it take just your physical pain, or is there some other pain that you're...
My emotional and my thoughts.
Your emotions and your thoughts. Okay, I can understand that very well. So we're going to proceed and go through this a little bit more.
Okay.
Thanks for clarifying and going over some things. Okay. How often during the last year have you needed a first drink in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session? And you put weekly, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and how often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking? You put daily or almost daily, so it seems like you drink to take away your pain, but right here it kind of seems like you might be feeling remorseful, and you don't enjoy doing it as much as you would like to. Is that?
Yeah, I drink to forget about what I can't have anymore.
Okay. Okay. I can understand that. Okay, have you or someone else been injured because of your drinking? And you put no, so that's good. Okay, has a relative or friend, doctor, or healthcare worker been concerned about your drinking and suggested you to cut down? And you put 4, yes, during this last year. So I bet your life has really changed a lot.
Yeah.
And I can see that you're turning to alcohol. And what are your feelings on that?
I don't really know. Yeah. I drink to forget, and I don't want to forget, but I don't have anything better to do. And
Okay. I can understand that. I can understand that. So today I'd kind of like to maybe look at some different things with you and maybe set up some achievable goals if you're okay with that.
yeah.
You just let me know if if something that if there's something there that you would like to express, please let me know.
Okay.
So as I was reading over some of your stuff, it was saying that you worked in construction, correct? And
Yeah.
now you can't work in construction.
Yeah.
And so because of your physical limitations, you're not able to work in construction with your hip and your leg and your arm. And so I kind of like maybe look at some different options that you would like to do as a job. I know having a job is very important to you. You filled out that you felt being the one that earned the money was important to you, and so I'd like to help you out with that if that would be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's different things. Working in construction, obviously you can't do a lot of the physical stuff. However, have you ever looked at maybe doing like designing, like CAD designing? Did you guys build homes? Is that the kind of construction you guys did?
Yeah.
Building
More homes. Yeah.
more homes. Okay. So knowing that you won't be able to do the physical stuff, but there's still some different things that you could do as a job. Maybe, like doing CAD designing. Your family has always been into construction. And so I can see where that might be something that you have a difficult time being around your family because it kind of makes it feel like you can't be a part of that anymore. There is like, do you have any desire, like maybe designing, like learning CAD design or like book work or anything like that? You can.
Maybe. I don't really know. I always work with my hands, and so I don't really know what to do now that I don't have the option to move and work. I don't really like book work, but I know that within myself I need to find something to start supporting my family again and be a part again.
Okay. Well, if that's something you would like to look into further, I can help you after the session. I can give you some pamphlets and some stuff about CAD designing or about learning to do any of the more of the paperwork and the billing side of it. I'm sure that that's probably not as interesting as the building. I can understand that, but maybe working with what we have might help out. So maybe we could look at that. The drinking is a little bit concerning. On this form right here, let's see. So a score of 8 or more is considered to indicate hazardous or harmful alcohol use. And I'm a little bit concerned with your alcohol use, as I'm sure, are you still on pain medication at all?
When I need to be.
When you need to be, okay. Are you aware that maybe sometimes mixing pain medication and alcohol could have some serious side effects.
I've heard about it, but I really just don't care about it at this point.
Okay, you don't care about it. Well, that's something that it could have some serious effects with your alcohol, and you're combining the prescription drugs. How does your wife feel about your drinking?
I know that she doesn't love it. We used to drink together for fun and to be a part of social events or to be together, and now I drink to push everyone away and to be away from everyone and to numb my mind and to not be a part. So I know that our marriage has been tense lately because I don't want to be a part of anything, and I don't want to be a part of my kids' life because I feel like a disappointment, and I don't want my wife to be upset, but at the same time I don't know where to go or where to turn, and so I turn to alcohol to take everything away.
Okay, good. It sounds like you aren't in a very happy spot right now. It sounds like you know that you need help, but you just don't know where to go to get help. So I'm very happy that you've come in today. I will do my hardest to try to help you get through this, and it might take a little bit longer to get everything solved. But let's go over a few other things. So with your alcohol use, would you say that you use beer? Is it mainly beer, or is it, here's a picture. So here's the amount of beer that you can, sorry, let me get my glasses on so I can read this a little better. So beer is -5% alcohol. Is beer your main thing that you drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but it kind of sounds like that you drink a little bit more than what you're really wanting to, but you're doing it to numb the pain. And so we need to try to figure out some different avenues of how to help you out instead of turning to alcohol. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Exploring different situations and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So it kind of sounds like having a job is really important to you. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So knowing that your physical limitations that you have, we've got to work with what we have in life, and sometimes doing what we want isn't something that's feasible, so we have to do something that we possibly could enjoy. So if you would be interested in looking at doing different jobs, we could look at that and kind of maybe get you to where you feel a little bit more happy and content with life. I can imagine that your accident was very traumatic and very hard for you, and I'm really happy that you've come to see me today and come to get some help. And so let's look at different job options, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Talked about doing some book work and some maybe CAD designing. Is there anything other than construction or other than physical stuff that you've ever wanted to maybe learn more about?
Not really. This is all I've ever known, so I don't really know where to turn.
Don't really know where to turn. Okay. Do you have any interests?
Being outside.
Being outside. Okay. Outside's a good place to be. Is there anything, any job, anything to do with work outside that you've maybe wanted to explore further?
I don't know, maybe like the land management people.
Oh, that would be a good one. Land management people. Doing some land management. That would be a good thing to look into. Maybe I can get you some brochures and some stuff. We could figure out maybe land management. That would be good. Let me ask you, how is your relationship with your family right now? Your wife, you said it's kind of tense right now, but what about your kids and your other family?
I don't really want to be around them right now because they talk about, their work and their life, and I'm not a part of it anymore as far as working.
Mm-hmm.
I work with my family or worked with my family, and now they're talking about things that I'm not a part of, and it makes me feel like I'm no longer there. So I've really just kind of walked away because I don't want to be a part of them that they're talking about things that I don't know about anymore. Um, and I don't really have much of a relationship right now with my kids because I spend a lot of time at home drinking, and when I get drunk, I become upset and I become rather aggressive and hurtful towards my family because I'm hurting and I don't know which way to turn.
Okay. Okay. I understand. I can see where that would be very, very hard. It's good that you recognize that you feel hurt inside, and it's good that you recognize the feelings that you're feeling. It's good to recognize that you get angry inside. Angry angry feelings are a normal part of life. It's what we do with them. I wish I could say that everything in life is all happy, but we do have those angry feelings, and it's learning to work through those angry feelings. And so it's really good that you can recognize your feelings, though. So what what do you think you could do instead of turning to alcohol? What do you think? Is there anything that you could do? Did you have any enjoyments outside of work?
Like going on walks.
Going on walks. Okay. Is that something that you can do? Small walks?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So getting outside and maybe getting a breath of fresh air might help.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be opposed to maybe setting a few goals?
No, I think
today?
goals are good.
Okay. So, in terms of your alcohol use, is there any way we could maybe set some goals to? I don't want to totally eliminate your alcohol use because that would be very difficult for you right now.
Yeah.
But is there any way that we could limit it?
I think I could start, yeah.
Okay, so what amount do you think that you would feel comfortable with if you're limiting? You right here you said that you drink 5 to 6 containers of alcohol a day. Do you think that you could cut that back a little bit, maybe to no more than 2
Maybe, yeah.
a day? Would that be okay? Do you think your wife would support you in that?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's something that you would consider doing, I think that would be something that would be good to do.
Okay.
It's a really, really hard thing because a lot of your enjoyment has been kind of, I don't want to say the words taken away from you, but because of the accident, you've had to totally shift things in life. And I think we need to learn to work with what we have. I would like to maybe, along with that alcohol use, maybe replace it with something else, like such as walking. I mean, that might be a little bit too much to go on walks 2 and 3 and 4 times a day. Is there anything else that you enjoy?
Enjoy playing cards with my family.
You enjoy playing cards with your family? Okay. I think that being with your family would be very, very helpful for you. I think getting you back to recognizing that your family is there for you and they're there for support and love, I think that would help you out a little bit. Yeah. And I think maybe turning to alcohol might be a harder thing for you. Turning to alcohol is kind of, it seems like it's pushing your family away a little bit. Is that? You agree to
Yeah,
that?
well,
Okay. So just to kind of recap, I will get you some more information on some different jobs, maybe some land management, maybe looking at maybe doing CAD designing, or you said you're not really into bookwork, but I don't know if you've even looked at it. That way you might still be able to be a part of your family business, of your family, and just, do the more of the paperwork side of it. Does that sound like something that you would be willing to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Hector, I appreciate this, and we will schedule an appointment for later on this week or maybe into next week, and whatever you would feel is best, and then we will go from there, and we'll continue to help you get feeling better.
Okay.
All right, Hector, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.